Thank you. This brings us to the next speaker, Mr. Tannock, for 2 minutes.
Turkey is an economic and political powerhouse, straddling both Europe and Asia, and embedded in both those continents throughout its history and by modern geopolitical and social realities. Therefore, the ECR acknowledges Turkey's importance and seeks to strengthen our ties of partnership with it. Turkey is a democracy which desires closer European integration while it builds its relationships as well in the Middle East and Central Asia. Indeed, some of those relationships should be warmly welcomed by Parliament. The rapprochement with Israel in particular is extremely good news for those of us who support a more stable Middle East and Eastern Mediterranean, and both sides should be congratulated for their efforts. It was also hugely encouraging recently to hear of the recent PKK ceasefire and the start of a dialogue with Öcalan in prison. Nevertheless, there remain challenges in Turkey and in the EU's relationships with it. Many of us were extremely disappointed by Turkey's refusal to cooperate with the Republic of Cyprus's presidency of the Council last year, and of course it will be extremely difficult to consider Turkish membership of the European Union while the Cyprus recognition issue is unresolved, and while Turkey insists on unilaterally recognising the so called TRNC and not implementing the Ankara protocols as it has agreed to do so. There has also been alarm in many quarters from Turkey's alleged support recently to Salafists in Syria, though of course I welcome their support to the Free Syrian Army and the secular forces combating the Assad regime. This threatens to destabilise that region further and possibly eventually Turkey itself. I would finally encourage Turkey to offer greater support to its minorities, whether they are Christians, Syriacs, or indeed the issue of LGBT rights needs to be taken more seriously. But despite all these problems and challenges, I reiterate that from the viewpoint of the ECR, Turkey remains a key friend and NATO ally. We must reach out to it in a spirit of dialogue and cooperation and help its people and government attain the European integration that they so seek.
Gracias. Thank you very much, Mr. Tannock. Now for 1.5 minutes, Mr. Belder on behalf of the EFD. Thank you, President. Tomorrow